the why did you leave? Or why are you leaving your job? This question. Now, chances are you're going to get asked this question at some point during the interview process, so you must prepare for it. But it's a good thing you have me and this training. So stay tuned, and I'm going to make it so much easier for you. Hello, my name is Sarah Curto, and I am the career coach who helps you go from dreading your days to loving your days, where I use my 15 years of experience in recruitment and HR, plus my 5 years coaching clients and helping 500 people find work that they love. Just amazing. And I do that in a variety of different ways. I do that in my paid ways, I do it in my free ways, and I do that here on this channel where I come to you every week with a new training on career changes, on interviews, on your resume, on career advice, on networking, so that you can find long-lasting career fulfillment and happiness. Now, this video is one in a series of videos that I've done on answering tough interview questions. I'm going to link the other one somewhere on here. I never know where it shows up. It changes all the time. And you can definitely go and watch each one. But I do have a different way, a freebie, my newest one. This is going to, I don't know, blow your mind, because this is a guide for you to answer all of the tough interview questions. It's my formula on how to answer each of them. I'm talking the ones like, tell me about yourself. What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest weakness? Tell me about a time you missed a deadline. Why do you want to work here? And of course, the one we're covering today, why did you leave, or why are you leaving? You need this, because this is going to make interviews so much easier. To grab that freebie, the link is down below. Okay, so back to today's regular scheduled programming, the why did you leave, why are you leaving? In the career world and in the recruitment world, we would call this your exit story. So why you are exiting or why you exited. So let's talk about how to answer this question by figuring out what your exit story is. And I know that this question strikes terror to anyone who's been laid off, or people who have been working in a job for a long time, and maybe they have a bad boss or it's toxic and they're afraid to talk about it because they don't want to diss anybody, or they're afraid that once they open their mouth, like it'll all come out. So I know it feels scary. And that's why I wanted to tell you what they're actually looking for. So when an interviewer asks this question, what they are looking for is the motivation. So what's important to you, with a mix of, are they a good hire? So it is not purely like only looking out for red flags while red flags are being looked for. It's not just that. They're also wondering about your fit within the team, the culture, the role, because do your motivations align with their motivations? Now, what they don't want to see is red flags. The more red flags, the not good, the the worse off you are. Not the better, the opposite of that. And so the key I have found in my experience of over 10,000 interviews is being short and sweet. And this is why. Because when you're laid off, and this is going to sound so much like what's going on in your head and maybe what you've answered before, is you want them to know that it wasn't you, because you're afraid they're thinking, I wonder why he was laid off. And so you go into this long drawn out example or a story about how you and the manager got along great. Your performance reviews were always good. And there was nothing that you did. Your manager assured you there was nothing you did that led to the layoff, that it was just a business decision. The problem with that is it raises red flags. Like, methinks the lady doth protest too much. Like, why are you overcompensating? Are you saying this because you did get laid off because your manager didn't like you, or you weren't performing well? So it creates the suspicions, or it validates, it creates so many things with a recruiter's suspicions, because recruiters are trained to be suspicious individuals. We are not trained to take everything at face value. We need to question everything. That's literally our job, is to question. It's to question people. So when we hear something like that, it raises red flags and it makes us concerned. So the way to answer it is short and sweet. I like a one sentence. Why? I was unfortunately laid off, with maybe one or two facts to support the why. I was unfortunately laid off in the 5th round of layoffs. I was unfortunately laid off along with 400 other employees, or along with 10% of the workforce, of the employee base for my company. Short and sweet. Now, you can add on a sentence there to talk about your future. That is not overcompensating at all. So you can definitely do that. But you see, it's short and sweet. There is no other things. There's no trying to make yourself feel better, because that's often what it is with the overcompensating. It's a confidence issue, because we are the ones who are making more of this. Now, if you are, and so if that's you, go watch my confidence training, because it'll be helpful. Now, if you are working and you're concerned about what you say, you focus on where you want to go. So you talk about how you're looking for a culture that's more collaboratively focused, or you're looking for a role that allows you to expand on your responsibilities or your skill set. You can even say money. You're looking for a role that pays more market value. And unfortunately, like you can say, honestly, one of the big reasons I'm looking is our organization tends to pay under market. I'm looking for a role that pays more in line and above market value for the type of skill set that I bring to the table. So you notice all of that is short and sweet. It's all focused on like where you want to go. It is not dissing anyone. We're just talking about like a fact, and then what we want for our next step. You don't want to throw a manager under the bus. It's a small world, and it never looks good. And the manager is always thinking, will they talk like this about me? And so that is the concern. So don't forget to grab that freebie where you can brainstorm and write things down, see how it works, because I'm going to teach you the formula, because there are different formulas to answer each of those interview tough questions. And if you want even more help with your interviews, kind of like the resume course, I finally created a course that teaches you all of my secrets from interviewing over 10,000 people. And for myself, because I went from a nervous wreck to getting all the offers. In the course, you're going to get 4 modules. You're going to learn how to prepare for an interview. You're going to learn my unique take on interview types and going into the motivations of the interviewer. So it actually allows you to frame and give answers that make sense to this person you're talking to. It's like sometimes just that thing is the thing. How to answer interview questions and how to ask interview questions. Plus, you're going to get a bonus ebook, a salary negotiation guide for all of those offers that you are going to get. Great news. It's only $49, 50% off the normal price of what it will be. So grab that course below, grab the freebie below, grab both below. And I will see you here next week with another training. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, ding-a-ling-a-ding, and comment below with why you left. Tell me your exit story, and I will help make sure it's short and sweet enough and doesn't raise any red flags. Take care. Have a great one. Bye. If this training resonated with you, then join the Career You Love Academy. It's my group coaching monthly membership program that takes unhappy workers who are unfulfilled, exhausted, and dreading their days to finding work they love, where they're finally making more money, more of an impact, while having the time and energy to truly enjoy and love their life. You can join us by going to www.sarahcurto.ca/CYLA.
Now that's a Sarah without an H. So it's www.saracurto.ca/CYLA. See you in there.